Okay, good evening, guys. So, yesterday we discussed that capital markets is the fulcrum and the most important piece in the overall financial domain. If you are interested in this direction, otherwise, I think banking is also a very big pillar. Okay, but we are currently discussing only financial markets, so we will exclude banking. What we are talking about right now is relevant for banks also because banks play a very important role in the financial settlement and clearing process. And in fact, bank also has a very big clearing and settlement department. But most importantly, it participates as a money holder in the clearing and clearing and settlement space. Okay, so everything ends here at the capital markets, and this is the fountainhead. And the most important pieces here, for example, price discovery, liquidity, global capital inflows, investment opportunities, risk management, etc., are highly important. Okay, so this is very important from trading perspective. Also, this forms the basis of your knowledge in capital markets, and again, very important from a derivatives perspective. Okay, because I see that students and most of the institutes that teach derivatives, they only focus on definition of derivatives, also on the profitability matrix, okay, or payoff diagrams, and also some strategies, and some go ahead and do some Greeks, but they don't take care of clearing and settlement, which is again a very important piece. Okay, so today we will lay down the syllabus and I will tell you what to go through and what not. Okay, so career stream on a trading floor. This is today's presentation is divided into two parts. First part we will address on trading in equities, derivatives, commodities, etc. And this part B will be on derivatives. Okay, listed derivatives more specifically. Okay, so let's analyze one career stream here in this session, which is proprietary and client trading. So I told you, in the last two sessions, what is prop trading and what is client trading. And I also mentioned to you that prop trading is intelligent. Okay, it is remunerative. You get a lot of bonus. Client trading, unless you land in the right investment bank or right brokerage house, it is not very remunerative because you actually don't take the trading decisions. The trading decisions is taken by the client, and through phone or through an electronic mechanism, the orders are decided by the client and they just land on your desk for execution. Okay, so as a trader, you are supposed to execute those transactions. So regardless of whether you are a prop trader for a financial institution or trading for the client, you sit in a dealing room. Okay, so I'm sure all of you have heard about dealing room. So what is a dealing room? Dealing room is a dedicated space where people who actually trade, they sit together. Okay, they sit together, and it is designed in a way where people can collaborate yet work individually. All the global news flows at this one particular place, and they are also supported by each other and a lot of other teams. I will come to the structure of dealing room also in 5 minutes. Okay, it's a central engine of financial institutions through which all deals will flow. So if the financial institution is also a broker, they will also be connected to the stock exchange. Otherwise, their traders will actually call up the trading floor of a broker and send the order there, either manually through phone or through, earlier it used to go through deal tickets, but now everything flows electronically. Okay, so they will have software at their end, trading software, which will be connected to broker software, and they will route their orders. Okay, and typically these trading floors, they trade in equities, derivatives, fixed income, FX, commodities, etc., all the asset classes. I have also seen a lot of trading floors I have seen. Some are also divided geographically. So there will be, people sitting in Asia Pacific, people dealing in Asia Pacific will be occupying one part of the floor. People dealing in Europe will be occupying some other part of the floor. Okay, and so on. So the specialization or seating could be according to the instrument class. So everybody dealing with equities, regardless of whether in Hong Kong or Singapore or India, etc., will sit together because they specialize in equities. Okay, and similarly, there will be a desk that will man FX, and a separate desk that will man commodities, etc. Is this clear, all of you? Please say yes. They work as execution arm of portfolio managers. Okay. And they are quite a black box for all others. So people who are who sit outside, or who are in other functions, they are not privy to what happens in the dealing room. Okay, typically dealing room secrets are left to dealers. Okay, and it's a, if the institution is right, then it is a fairly coveted job. Otherwise, if you're just handling client trades, then it's not so lucrative. Okay. Uh, what I have seen in dealing room is that skill is very important. Trading skill is very important. It's a very, very high pressure zone. And so there is people who continuously keep leaving the dealing room. So they will, 1 year, they will get a very big bonus and they will leave, or their performance is very bad and they will get fired. Okay. Or they are not able to manage pressure, so they will leave. So there is continuous churn, and continuously these guys are looking for talent. Okay. Now, how does a structure of dealing room look like? So here you have, the trading floor. Uh, Trading floors are connected to the execution venues. What are execution venues? Execution venues are glorified name for exchanges. So it can be exchanges, which are also called as lit pool. And then in countries like US, Europe, etc., advanced countries, there are something called as dark pools. Dark pools are where you don't get to see the order or order depth, etc. You just send your order, and if there is a matching order found, then your execution will happen. Okay, and your orders will convert into trades. In the exchanges, you can see what are the prices, what are the volumes, etc., at which people are willing to buy and sell. Okay, all of you can see that in the order book. So the execution venues, trading floor is connected to execution venues, and you have FX decks, fixed income decks, equities and commodities desk, etc. So if you specialize in derivatives, for example, you will come in the derivatives desk, and then you will be required to enter orders or send orders to the derivative exchanges. Okay, then typically there will be head of a dealing room who will oversee all the activities of traders on the trading floor. And then there are some other team members also. Okay, so for example, there is a structured product and solutioning team. Now, what does structured product and solutioning team do? There are certain clients who come with very complicated requirements. Okay, so their requirements cannot be met in one or two transactions. A solutioning has to be done. So, for example, I used to head commodities product in one of my assignments. So there, we had a client from Australia come, and they got a contract. Sorry, they were from Spain. I'm sorry, they were from Spain, and they had got 17,000 crore worth of road construction contract in India. So all of us know there is a black tar, okay, which is required in road construction, and this black tar prices actually fluctuate very wildly. So this order was to be executed over 5 years time. So over 5 years time, they were required to construct roads. Now, the problem of the CEO of such a company is that he will lose sleep over price fluctuation of this black tar. So they needed, some product or some crude oil or furnace oil where they could hedge their position. Okay, they could just buy for next 5 years, and they could hedge their position. So common wisdom says that because it's an oil derivative, its prices would be correlated to the price of the oil. But that was not the case. When we did the correlation computation, etc., we found that it was negatively correlated. So what does negative correlation mean here? It means that if the prices of oil goes up, then prices of this black tar will fall. Okay, so there was a negative correlation. So we were in the lookout for a solution, and ultimately our team found one furnace oil in Australia. Okay, that was traded in the Australian Commodities Exchange. So there we could provide them that hedge. Okay, there they could do the transaction. So structured product and solutioning team actually works on such complicated deals to provide solutions. Okay, please say yes if it is clear, all of you. What does structured product team do? Akash is asking, does risk management come under mid office department? Yes, it does. So mid office has two things. First is reference data, and second is risk management. What is reference data? Reference data is data on customers, data on instruments, data on positions, data on margins, data on settlement position, etc. Everything is taken care of by mid office people. Okay, and risk management and control is also taken care of by risk management. Of course, part of the risk management also lies with the compliance team, which is here on top left. Okay. Then there is sales and investment banking. Now, a lot of you want to get into investment banking. Here in this diagram, you can understand how strongly it is correlated with exchange business and capital market business. Okay. So, in a sell side, sales and investment banking team is a very much a part of the dealing room, and they actually get orders from the customer. So these complicated orders, they don't come to the traders directly, okay, because they need to be broken down, interpreted, etc. So it first comes to the sales and investment banking team, who provide a price quotation for execution, and then they bring it to the structured product team, or if it is simple, then they give it to the trading floor people. Okay, then there is risk and middle office. I've already spoken about that. One very strong team here is two very strong teams: our research desk and also technology team. So this is where equity research fits in, guys. So equity research guys will actually advise the customer on what to buy, what to sell, etc., and send research reports. Okay, technical analysis also fits here because sometimes customer will ask. So what is the difference between fundamental analysis and technical analysis? Fundamental analysis tells you what to buy. Technical analysis tells you when to buy. Okay, so it may be a no-brainer that people need to buy HDFC Bank these days because it has not performed. But a technical analyst will tell you whether this is the right time to buy or whether to wait further. Okay, so both technical analysts and fundamental analysts are part of the research team, and then there is a very strong technology team to enable all of this here. This is more a dealing room of a sell side. In a buy side institution, a research desk, buy side institution will not be connected to execution venues unless they are brokers themselves. And their research team will actually advise to the portfolio manager. And then portfolio manager will take a decision whether to buy or sell. Okay, is the structure of dealing room clear, all of you? Please say yes on chat if it is clear. So just for my understanding, okay, which area in this is of your interest? If you can just write down the role, which area in this is of your interest? Okay, Purvesh says investment banking. Purvesh, if you want to become an investment banker, that day on call when we spoke for 10 minutes, I forgot to tell you that capital markets is a very, very important domain for you if you want to get into investment banking. And tomorrow we will cover investment banking and equity research in more detail. And I will demonstrate to you that there is no special course that is needed for investment banking. You just need to understand capital markets very well. And why you need to understand capital markets for investment banking, you can see very much from this diagram itself. Okay, Kirti wants to join research desk. Lenovo wants to join risk management. Okay, good. So a career on in trading is obviously very rewarding. Okay, especially if you get into senior positions or if you graduate to get into senior positions, and you can survive all the turmoil initially that I spoke of, the pressure, etc. Then it's very rewarding. The bonus, etc., or pay is very good. Okay, the job attributes: high salary, high bonus, high risk, high stress, high anxiety, use of expletives. Expletives मतलब गाली होता है. Okay, use of expletives on trading floor I have seen very common. मतलब ऐसा people abuse each other if their outcome is not met, trading outcome is not met. Okay, Purvesh is asking, can you summarize this slide again, please, sir? Can you summarize the previous slide? Which one, Purvesh? On the dealing room? Okay, so I will take dealing room once more. I think you have not understood well. So dealing room in buy side institution looks bit different than dealing room in the sell side institution. Okay. Every student wants to join a dealing room, but as I discussed yesterday, Purvesh, you were not here yesterday. You should see the recording yesterday. My argument was that you should also focus on sell side institutions because 90%, 80% jobs are on sell side. But here we are covering dealing room, which is more a part of sell side institution itself. But sell side maybe this is the trading function. Okay, so you have on trading floor, you have a trading floor where there are various desks, the fixed income desks, FX desk, etc., which are connected to execution venues, which are the exchanges. They are supported by technology team and also research team. Research team tells the sales and investment banking people and also their end customers what are the things that need to be bought or sold. Okay. The entire risk management is taken care of by risk and middle office team. And then there is back office team that takes care of clearing and settlement. Okay. All the compliance requirements are taken care of by compliance team. And sometimes, head of dealing room, I will not say they report to compliance, but there is a parallel structure. So they keep the head of dealing room in check, okay, on what they are doing, the amount of trades they have done, the open positions that they are, running, the overnight limits, dealer-wise limits, instrument-wise limits, market-wise limits, or geography-wise limits, whether these are being complied to or not, the compliance team actually takes care of. Okay. Of course, first level responsibility is the risk management team. The sales and investment banking team continuously keep calling the keep calling the customers, buy side customers, to see if they have a large order to execute. Okay. Guys, do you know that, in this whole business of investment banking is all about equity sales. Okay. So we will do this tomorrow in much more detail. But one of the areas of solution is the exchange, but there is a bigger market than exchange, which is called as off market transactions. Okay, where people sell equity in chunk. So if I want to sell 20% stake in my fintech company, for example, I cannot go ahead and sell in the exchange because A, it is not listed on the exchange, and B, trading volumes in our security may not be very high. Okay, so I have to go to an investment banker because the investment banker keeps track of who's willing to invest. Okay, so they are very well connected. So they will know who is interested in investing in a fintech company right now, so they can bring the match. Okay, so we will do this tomorrow. Okay, I hope this is clear, the structure of dealing room. I was on job attributes. So trading is also a very short-term career, okay, because people face a lot of burnouts. I have not seen people beyond 10 years, 15 years I have written, but I have not seen head of dealing room may have you can become a head of dealing room with 5 years of experience or with 10 years of experience, and perhaps 15 years is max you can survive. Even otherwise, if you survive, say 10, 15 years, it means you are a very good trader. So you will anyways get promoted to the investment banking team or, some other team. Just one thing, guys, this presentation is about these guys here. Okay. These guys, which is the trading floor, and also perhaps these guys, structured products, not anyone else. Okay. So I hope the context is clear. Okay. So traders are of different types. Okay, so there are proprietary traders, and as I have told you in the last two sessions, proprietary traders are traders who trade for their own self. Okay, and also for the investment firms they are employed with. It's highly remunerative because you make profits directly for the for your employer. Uh, if you are trading for the client, then you actually don't make any profit or loss for your employer. You only make commission income. Okay, and all profit and loss goes to the end customer. So in proprietary traders, you get easily fired if losses are incurred, and it's more like a proprietary, which means own business, hence the name. Okay, trading for client is to take orders from the clients and trade on behalf of the client, and all profit and loss belongs to whom? It belongs to the client. Okay. These traders usually work for brokerages that collect a commission on orders, and it's a stable job, although the income is much lesser. And the third type of trading is structured product trading. Structured product is a very lucrative area, but normally it's very mathematical, and I've seen it goes to students who are from A grade institutions. Okay, they trade complicated or mixture of products, and these products are sometimes extremely complicated. I mean, it's unbelievable kitna complicated. I can share with you some structured products which people have approached me for investment. मतलब वो अजीब रहता है. It will say that we will, so Nifty today is supposing at 23,000, and the structured product will say ki we will give you 15% interest as long as Nifty is below 30,000. And if Nifty goes above 30,000, then you will lose, say, 15% of your capital. So, sometimes it seems that there is no relation to two, three sides of the structured products, but that is how it is, and that is how it is designed. Okay. And these guys are also responsible for end client solutioning, highly remunerative, but very difficult to get in. It's also because most of the institutions don't do structured products. Okay. Very less institutions, very high-end institutions, they do structured products. Only high-end investment banks, they get into structured products. Okay. Highly mathematical, very limited number of employment opportunities here. Okay, guys, are you with me? Because nobody is asking any question. Please say yes if you are with me. Good, good. So many response. Chalo, acha. Okay. Then there are some subdomains in trading. So if you want to become a trader, you can specialize only in equities or only in derivatives. If you're a client trader these days, trading for client, then you need to specialize in equities plus derivatives. You can also be a specialist in bonds or commodities or FX or structured products. Okay. You have to approach with the awareness of order rules, exchange and venues, algos, HFT, co-location, liquidity, many other things. Okay. So trading for customers, what does the trader do? In while trading for customers, he needs to work on the order. Okay. Working on the order. Have you heard about work on the order? What does working on the order mean? Which firm offers structured products? Most of the investment banks, big ones, they offer structured products. Okay, guys, have you heard of this term, working on the order? What does working on the order mean? Okay, so working on the order is what does a trader do? So trader sits on the trading terminal. I'm only talking of trader who's trading for the client in a brokerage house. Okay, not prop traders. So what does the trader do in a brokerage house? So he will receive a call from an end customer. Supposing end customer is Morgan Stanley. So the portfolio manager at Morgan Stanley will want you to sell 50,000 shares of TCS. Now 50,000 shares of TCS, 50,000 into 4,000, okay, is about 2 crore rupees. Okay. नहीं 2 crore से ज़्यादा होगा. So 50,000 TCS is not a small amount, okay, of shares. So you have to be very patient, and without signaling to the market that you have a large order, you have to execute it, and you have to execute it in the conditions specified by the client. So client will say that I want all executions to happen before 12 o'clock today, and I want everything below the VWAP price. And ideally, the price should be less than 3,900. Okay. So if the price is above 3,900, then you will have to wait. If the price is below 3,900, you will have to check for quantity which is available, because all of you know impact cost. There should not be any impact cost also, because institutions do not encourage impact cost. Okay. They want transactions to be executed at lowest cost as possible. ठीक है. Impact cost वगैरह हम अपने उसमें certification in trading and advanced capital markets में बहुत डिस्कस करते हैं. How to calculate impact cost, etc. How to calculate VWAP. So your impact cost has to be very less. Okay, and you have to still execute it on the exchange. and then you once executed, you have to send the trade confirmations to the end customer. Okay. So Purvesh is asking, is this job done by a dial and trade executive where they do the execution on behalf of the customer? Yes, but the only thing is now, dial in mechanism is almost outdated. Although a lot of customers still dial in, most of the orders come through technology. Okay, but manual execution is still very prevalent. So, machines are not as intelligent even today as manual executors. So, with manual executors, you can just call them and give them a complicated instruction. कि boss ये 12 बजे के पहले execute होना चाहिए और I don't want any trade to be more than 1,000 shares and the price should be less than 3,900. Now, all of these conditions cannot be specified to an algo. Okay, hence manually people are able to respond very fast as well. इसलिए अभी तक वो मैनुअल ट्रेडिंग का वैल्यू है. Otherwise, it's just a matter of time before the entire thing will be done by algos itself. Is this clear, all of you, why manual trading is still prevalent and why algos are also needed? Do you know why algos are needed? Can somebody say? Can somebody put on chat why are algos needed? या अगर आपको बात करना हो तो आप हैंड रेस करो, आई विल अनम्यूट यू. Why are algos needed? रुको, पूर्वेश has raised his hand. अच्छा लगेगा किसी का आवाज सुन के, खाली मैं ही बोल रहा हूँ. पूर्वेश, unmute yourself and talk.
हेलो सर, गुड इवनिंग.
गुड इवनिंग. बोलो, algo क्यों चाहिए?
हाँ सर. Sir, so algo trading is basically to set the all the patterns and all the data which is required by the customer on the client, where the order has been automatically executed, and the numbers and the pattern is already be recorded by the algorithm, so that in further trade also has been automatically executed.
नहीं, ये
That's
तो
why
आप
algo
बोल
is
रहे हो कि
required.
कैसे करते हैं, मैं बोल रहा हूँ क्यों करते हैं algo.
सर क्योंकि जो अगर वो डेटा रिपीटेडली डालने का एफर्ट्स नहीं लगना चाहिए, इसके लिए algo trading लगता है.
Okay. I can give you better explanation. I think you need to explain it better. Anyone else wants to, attempt? Why are algos needed? So algos का ना सबसे पहले ये समझो कि algos is not like, बहुत लोग बोलते हैं कि it's like machine gun. It can fire very fast and it's better than human beings simply because of speed, etc. But ना आप एक चीज समझो कि every algo has a purpose. Okay, every algo has a purpose जिसके लिए वो बनाया गया है. So इसका अगर आप origin देखोगे ना, so it was created to create stealth in the market. Now, what does creating stealth in the market mean? जब वॉर होता है तो उस समय आपने देखा है ना कि वन ऑफ द पर्पस ऑफ एयरफोर्स एरोप्लेन्स इज, दे इधर फ्लाई वेरी लो कि रडार से डिटेक्ट नहीं हो. ओके. या दीज डेज देर इज B-12 स्टेल्थ बॉम्बर जो कि इतना ब्लैक है, इतना ब्लैक, और उसमें मतलब आप लाइट भी डालोगे तो वो रिफ्लेक्ट नहीं होगा, तो कोई भी रेडार उसको कैच नहीं कर पाता. ओके, सो सिमिलर सिचुएशन हैपेंस here in stock market also. Okay, on the trading floor. What happens is, if a customer has given you 50,000 shares to execute, okay, 50,000 shares of TCS is a big amount. Okay, it's a big lot. तो या 50,000 नहीं, चलो हम 5 लाख मान लेते हैं. 50,000 तो फिर भी हो जाएगा, 5 लाख मान लेते हैं. Okay, now some institution has given you 5 lakh shares to execute. तो आप ना ऐसा मार्केट में जा नहीं सकते हो कि हेलो मेरे पास 5 लाख शेयर्स का ऑर्डर है. नहीं तो लोग क्या करेंगे, वो 4,000 रुपए का शेयर है, उसमें 40 रुपए तो तुरंत बढ़ जाएगा, और 40 रुपया बढ़ा और 4,000 शेयर है, तो आप कैलकुलेट कर लो कि कितना लॉस हो गया आपको. करेक्ट. सो दैट लॉस इज कॉल्ड इम्पैक्ट कॉस्ट. पीपल विल स्टार्ट offering shares at a higher price. So immediately the equilibrium will be disturbed. Okay, so one of the main requirements of being a trader is that you don't signal in the market that you are present. आप ऐसा B-12 bomber जैसा stealth mode में operate करो. ठीक है. So algos were actually created to take over this role. Okay, so algos क्या करते थे कि 5 लाख शेयर्स का ऑर्डर है ना, चलो हम क्या करेंगे कि over a period of time we divided into 500 trips. Okay, and send 1,000 shares. मतलब एक बार 1,000 shares हमने भेजा बाई करने के लिए, वो बाई हो गया, तो फिर वापस 1,000 shares का ऑर्डर खड़ा हो गया, फिर वो भी बाई हो गया, तो अगेन 1,000 shares. So 500 times during the day, electronically the orders will be sent, and this will complete 5 lakh shares. Is this clear, all of you? Please say yes if it is clear. तो मैं इसके कॉम्प्लिकेशंस भी बताता हूँ आपको. Please say yes if the stealth purpose of. So Purvesh, the requirement of algo in the requirement that I'm talking of is stealth. ओके कि किसी को पता नहीं चलना चाहिए. अगर आप 5 लाख शेयर्स का एक बार में ऑर्डर डाल दोगे तो प्राइस सीधे 200-300 रुपया बढ़ जाएगा. ओके, सो 200-300 रुपया नहीं बढ़े, इसके लिए हम क्या करते हैं, हम चुप बैठते हैं, हम किसी को बताते नहीं है कि हमको इतना बड़ा ऑर्डर मिला है. एंड दैट इज व्हाट वर्किंग ऑन ऑर्डर इज. सो हम क्या करते हैं कि हम एल्गो यूज करते हैं, एंड वी दिस इज कॉल्ड स्लाइसिंग ऑफ एन ऑर्डर. ओके, सो दिस 5 लाख शेयर्स दे आर स्लाइस्ड इनटू से 1,000 shares into 500 ट्रिप्स. और वो धीरे धीरे जब इन अ प्री डिफाइंड इंटरवल इट इज सेंट टू द एक्सचेंज. ओके, लेकिन जो सामने भी लोग होते हैं ना, वो बहुत स्मार्ट होते हैं. What somebody can just write a listener software, okay, that was every time there is a 1,000 order, जैसे ही परचेस 1,000 का खत्म होता है, एक नया ऑर्डर आ जाता है, जैसे ही वो खत्म होता है, एक और नया ऑर्डर आ जाता है. तो इट सीम्स कि देर इज अ लार्जर ऑर्डर. ओके, सो पीपल कैन सेंस दैट, सो पीपल कैन रीड कि वो लार्ज ऑर्डर जो है वो आ रहा है ड्रिप बाय ड्रिप. ओके, सो देन देर इज समथिंग कॉल्ड एज रैंडमाइज्ड ड्रिप ऑर्डर्स. सो रैंडमाइज ड्रिप ऑर्डर क्या करता है कि खत्म होता है, उसके बाद वो कुछ सेकंड या मिनट वेट करता है रैंडमली, एंड देन इट सेंड्स द ऑर्डर. ओके, सो these kind of games are very very popular in the market, and various algos are created to play these games. So traders are always playing games with each other, क्योंकि सबको माल सस्ता खरीदना होता है, ओके, और महंगा बेचना होता है. So they have to outwit each other, and hence algos are used. Okay, so these are basically stealth algos. Similarly, you will have performance algos, you will have alpha chasing algos. So every algo has a purpose attached. Okay, ये clear है सबको? Please say yes if it is clear. So these days, one of the requirements of being a trader is you should know all these algos. Okay, and you should be in a position to work with them. सबको क्लियर हुआ? सिर्फ दो लोगों ने यस बोला है. Please say yes if it is clear. Okay, Vishal, Tanmay, good. Okay, so what is your role as a trader? लोग पूछते हैं ना कि मेरा रोल एग्जैक्टली क्या है. Okay, so a lot of trading skills can be summarized into 3 dimensions. I have just summarized it into 3 dimensions. First is your ability to hide yourself. So stealth के बारे में मैंने बताया. Stealth is one of the most important tasks to become a trader. Okay, आप किस तरह से ट्रेडिंग करते हो मार्केट में कि आपके काउंटर पार्टीज आपको पहचान नहीं पाते हैं कि इसके तरफ से कौन से ऑर्डर्स आ रहे हैं. You know one interesting anecdote. How does RBI trade in the market? RBI is not a direct trader, correct? But yet it keeps buying and selling dollars. तो कैसे करता है? It trades through SBI. ठीक है, वो SBI को ऑर्डर देता है. तो SBI से ट्रेड करते समय, स्पेशली ऑन दी FX डेस्क, पीपल आर वेरी कॉशियस, बिकॉज वो ऑर्डर SBI का भी हो सकता है, RBI का भी हो सकता है. और मेरे को एक बात बताओ गाइस, व्हेन ट्रेडिंग इज अ जीरो सम गेम, ओके, एवरी order somebody is a winner, somebody is a loser. Okay, so can you win against trading in dollars when your counterparty is RBI? Can you hope to win? Obviously no, है ना. RBI ही पैसा बनाएगा, आप पैसा नहीं बनाओगे, बिकॉज persistently वो ट्रेड कर सकता है continuously till the time you get exhausted and all your money is lost, and it has a lot of capital backing. Okay, so your ability to hide yourself is main. In this case, RBI is hiding. Trade correctly at low cost and low impact. Okay, so this is working on the order, and buy below VWAP and sell above VWAP. VWAP is just the weighted average, volume weighted average price. Okay, so I hope this is clear. Role as a trader. अभी मैंने एक वीडियो डाला, आई डोंट नो आप सुन पाओगे कि नहीं जरा.
We're on the trading floor of Vanguard's fixed income desk. Can you describe the process of what our traders go through throughout the day to make moves for our clients?
Sure. So traders are going to be
There are
given
subtitles
orders
as
from
well.
portfolio managers. They're going to take those orders, and the first thing they're going to do is look at liquidity in those markets to see how they should go about implementing the strategies. They have many different tools at their exposure that they can use to execute, and they need to go about it and find the most appropriate and best way to implement those strategies without having a tremendous amount of impact or having a ton of cost to our shareholders.
So is there a lot of movement? Are they monitoring different funds, and what does that look like?
There's a tremendous amount of movement throughout the day in all of the different markets. Typically, we're segregated in different areas of expertise. So you're going to have an FX trading desk handling all the FX orders. You'll have a fixed income desk handling the bond executions. And then you'll have another desk handling all the derivative execution. And that way, those traders can specialize in the different asset classes, because ultimately they want to be able to execute in a way that limits the amount of impact and limits the amount of cost that it takes to trade.
So how many funds might one trader be monitoring throughout the day?
It depends, and it's different by desk. We like to set up our traders with the portfolio manager. So in that situation, it might be a very custom desk where it's just emerging market bonds. In other functions like FX, those currency traders are handling all of the currency needs for the entire organization. So coming from equities, fixed income, even from our international sites. And that way, those traders are just specializing on that specific asset class.
When many people think about Vanguard, they think about indexing. So can you talk a little bit about our active trading strategy?
Sure. As one of the largest active portfolio managers in the world, a tremendous amount of the trading that is done here is for the active portfolio. Very similar to trading for index portfolios, the main difference is portfolio managers are trying to outperform the benchmark. Therefore, traders tend to be more aggressive, and the urgency is much higher when trying to get active orders done. Ultimately, costs still matter, and the lower amount of cost that we can have with trading, the better it is for our shareholders at the end of the day. There's a tremendous amount of collaboration throughout the different desks. A lot of what happens in the fixed income market affects the currency market, affects the equity market. So there has to be a lot of interactions between the traders. And also with our screens, we get a tremendous amount of information delivered to us daily, and we got to decipher what that information means and how it's going to impact the securities that we're trading.
So how does the work that our traders are doing throughout the day impact our investors' goals?
So ultimately, costs matter in returns of portfolio. All the traders here, including traders around the globe, have our shareholders' best interest at heart. We want to keep the trading costs at a minimum to give our investors the best chance of success.
So were you able to grasp what they were saying? First is, were you able to hear what they were saying? No. Okay. I will share. Okay, I will. It had subtitles. I'm not sure whether you were able to read the subtitles. It was lagging a lot. Okay, कोई बात नहीं. I think net connection is a problem. Okay. So I have one more video on structured products. So typically, in structured या मैं उसका भी link ही भेज दूंगा आपको. So structured products, as I explained to you, they work on complex products, especially combinations. Okay. Generally, top tier management institutions, management students are taken for structured products because a lot of mathematical skills are needed. They normally prefer engineers or MSc in mathematics, etc. But it comes with very top salary and bonus. Okay, I have one more video here. एक ही मिनट या 2 मिनट का है ये वीडियो, आप देख लो.
So I'm part of the Tailored Solutions group. So what we do structured products on demand. So whenever there is an institutional or private client with a request for a structured product, we will try to adhere to this request and to design a structured product for that specific client. So it's a very diverse type of job because every client has a different request. So every time we have to rethink and adhere to the situation of that specific client. So it's a very interesting job. Right now, clients are looking often for protection. So they would like to have exposure to the market, but still be protected. So protecting their capital. So we give them different options to protect their capital while investing in an underlying. This could be, for example, with a capital protected note, with upside participation with a call option. But we could also do that with a capital protection and having a leveraged upside. So there are different ways of providing solutions that are supporting the client request, and we try to find the best one that fits the client. The nice thing is that in this type of job where I'm right now, in the team that I am, we are in between the relationship managers and the market and the traders. We need to discuss with the client, we need to go over it, design the legal documentation. So it's really an iterative process with the client, with the relationship manager, with the risk management team, with tax, with compliance. So it is actually not possible to click and trade. I finished a PhD in electricity management. When I started here, it was not easy at all. I think I never felt more stupid in my life as I felt here, because there were terms like swaps and option, derivative here, exposure, delta, gamma, and I was like, what do all these terms? It was like Chinese to me. So I write songs, I write music in my free time. It's a way to get to the emotional side of life. For me, it's a way to let emotions out and to describe some things that I actually cannot describe normally in words. For me, it was a smooth transition because I felt the team that I am, the people that I meet, they're very warm, they're very open, they're open for new ideas. It's just a nice atmosphere, a very friendly atmosphere, and I really enjoy that a lot. For me, that makes working at Julius very special.
Okay, guys, this video also reminds me, in Pune, we are starting a trading floor, okay, for training itself, where, we will invite interested students for about a week, okay? So you can come and spend a week with us, and you can do trading, you can calculate your positions, you can calculate the open positions, you can calculate margins using all the software. You can reconcile your margins with the exchange and clearing corporation, and then you can settle your own, calculate your obligations and settle your own transactions. Okay, it is the ultimate thing to understand financial markets. I mean, there is no better way to understand than to actually do it yourself. We are getting it ready. Perhaps it will get ready in about 2-3 months time. Okay, so now we come to proprietary trader. Proprietary trading is the toughest. Why is it toughest? Because your own money is involved. Okay, in client trading, actually, it was your client's money. Here, your own money is involved, and any losses can throw you out of the market. Now, why this is important here is because I listen to a lot of students, and some say that, sir, I want to do proprietary trading, so please guide me. So proprietary trading instead of a job, okay, or instead of starting your own business, problem is that it is very capital intensive, okay? And I have seen that ultimately, a student has prepared 1 year to become a prop trader, and at the end of it, he says कि नहीं नहीं मैं तो 1 करोड़ रुपया ला नहीं सकता, मेरे पेरेंट्स देंगे नहीं, तो मैं जॉब ही कर लेता हूँ. तो अगर आपको जॉब ही करना है तो आप उस तरह से प्रिपेयर करो, ओरिएंट करो अपने आप को. Okay, proprietary trading is not only tough, it calls for a lot of discipline. It calls for a lot of experience also. So my suggestion is that you should enter later with better discipline and better understanding of the market, not just out of college. Just out of college, ना बहुत आप वो risky रहता है basically. Okay, so you can become a prop trader after 5 or 8 years of वर्क एक्सपीरियंस इन फाइनेंशियल मार्केट. पहले आप दूसरों के पैसे पे सीख लो, फिर अपना पैसा लगाओ. ओके, एल्गोरिथमिक ट्रेडिंग. there are a lot of topics around algorithmic trading, but जो objectives की हम बात कर रहे थे, so this is the slide on objective. Okay, so first is quest for low latency. Latency, everybody understand what is latency? Guys, do you understand latency? Please say yes or no. Okay, so Purvesh just experienced latency in watching the video. Okay, latency is basically how much time it takes for an order to originate from a brokerage firm, hit the exchange and get order confirmation. कई बार हमारा लैपटॉप स्लो रहता तो नहीं, हम बहुत परेशान हो जाते हैं, but there is no term to define this frustration. Low laptop, slow laptop. Okay, so imagine if you're a trader and you want an edge over others. Obviously you will want to send your orders the fastest, correct? Because सबसे पहले opportunities you want to exploit. So there is a race amongst algo traders to get their order executed first. But we will do this during some other day. So we will do an algorithmic trading bootcamp. Normally I do it every year. So please participate there. ये सब हम एकदम threadbare we will discuss there. So quest for low latency, capturing opportunities faster, anonymity and stealth in execution that I have already dealt with. Okay, there are other objectives also, for example, cost minimization, control over orders, avoidance of front running, seeking alpha, etc. So trading is a risky career. Okay, trading is enjoyable until the order is big and complex, which normally it is. Okay, and continuous losses can drive out of the market. Your skill as a trader, remember yesterday we discussed various skills. So trading in a dealing room, okay, prop trading involves a lot of skills. Okay, so you need to know buy and sell side processes, which is fundamental in capital markets, market microstructure, knowledge of instruments, pricing, risk, macroeconomics. Okay, some bit of technical analysis so that you can sit with your tech analysis team and sort it out. Okay, fixed income engineering, order management, etc. Then you are also expected to negotiate prices with the counterparties. So you need to understand how to play the right games, negotiation skills, analytical skills, right temperament and EQ, etc. Okay, so this is what is needed to become a prop trader. But to become a trader on the sell side, which is managing broker terminals, the requirement is not so high. So you only need to understand market microstructure, buy and sell side processes, financial market infrastructure, and you need to understand little bit of arbitrage opportunities, risk and order management, etc. And talking to customers and right temperament. Here the requirements are much lesser because all trading decisions are taken by the client and you only need to work on the order and execute in the market. Okay, so I hope this is clear. One very good insight for traders is this book by Michael Lewis called Flash Boys. If you have not read it, I'm sure none of you would have read it. I read it in my algo trading journey. I used to head the algo trading business in a Fortune 500 company earlier. Okay, it was a financial tech company, and I have from close quarters seen the power of algos and the competitiveness. Okay, so Flash Boys actually is a very great book if you want to understand algo trading, if you want to understand exchanges, and of course, this bit of capital markets. So please buy this book and read. Okay. You can also try getting a brokerage or a trading internship, although it is very rare. Very rare that somebody will ask you to sit on a trading terminal. आप आके हमारे labs में बैठ सकते हो in Pune. Okay, or you can just try getting a brokerage to intern you. So we have two programs. Okay, the core trading program is certification program in trading psychology, engineering, and technical analysis. But I will not recommend you to do this because it's a very, very detailed and exhaustive program. Okay, my major recommendation to you will be this practitioner certification in global listed derivatives, where we cover threadbare on derivatives and much more on the trading, clearing, and settlement side. So remember, yesterday I talked of capital markets program. That capital market program is actually a winner which everybody should do. And this is the second program everybody should do, practitioner certification in global listed derivatives. This program in trading, and another thing, guys, don't run after technical analysis. Nobody gives you a technical analysis job fresh out of college. Okay. So my suggestion is this program is not needed. Certification program in trading psychology. We have combined trading psychology, trading engineering, which is market mechanics, and also market microstructures and technical analysis into a one program, because I feel that this all this knowledge is needed if you want to become a trader. But having said that, again I say that this is an advanced program, perhaps you don't need it. What you need is what I told you yesterday. Trading, again, that has client trading aspects and also trading in a investment bank. So that program is trading and advanced capital market. That is a much better program. And then if you want to take two programs, then certification in global listed derivatives. Guys, I can place a bet. No program in the world has a parallel to these two programs. ठीक है, मैं यहाँ I have not come to sell the program, but you should go through the brochure to understand. Okay, so three major areas that everybody should cover is market architecture and market microstructure. This we cover a lot in our capital markets program, advanced capital markets, construction of exchanges, how to create exchanges, how to create order books, okay, order routing mechanism, market making, jobbers, flow trader specialists, liquidity, volatility, etc., market structure, execution method, brokerages, clearing house, clearing and settlement, etc. All that we cover in our capital market program. And then if you are interested, you should also, I send a lot of weekly books, guys, free of cost. In it, I send a lot of trading related books. So you don't need a course on trading. Even if you go through, few chapters on those trading related books, it is very good for you. बहुत अच्छा रहेगा वो, आपको और ट्रेडिंग का कोर्स का जरूरत नहीं है. And certainly you don't need a course in algorithmic trading. Okay, every year we do a 3-day boot camp, 2.5-day boot camp on algo trading. So you can just participate there, where we talk a lot about direct market access, client and proprietary algos, impact driven algos, cost driven algos, etc. So you can just participate in that boot camp. Again, no course is needed, but certainly you need a course in capital market and derivatives, which I advocate. Okay, which courses, etc., to do, that we will cover tomorrow. But certainly you don't need a course on trading and not in algo trading. खाली बस आपको एक हायर लेवल अंडरस्टैंडिंग, रादर डीपर लेवल, उतना हो गया तो एक्चुअली चलेगा. ओके, some things that are important, but I will again skip all this. Only technical analysis is not sufficient for leadership roles. You need to, if you want to be a leader in trading, then you need to first start with trading psychology, because self-discipline, psychology, biases play a very important role. And if you don't understand these, then you cannot become the head of trading floor. Okay, and there is no point in joining a sell-side brokerage firm as a trader. You should at least aspire to become a head of dealing room in 3 to 5 years time. Uske liye ye sab skills are very important. Okay, trading engineering and technical analysis and trading psychology. So this program is must, however, if you are targeting a buy side institution, okay, or a dealing room of a global sell side brokerage. And further you can build up by reading material on algo trading and HFT, and by also joining our 2-day boot camp. ठीक है, वो हमारा जो boot camp है, we only charge 99 rupees for that boot camp. Okay, and so everybody can come and attend. Guys, I think I have run out of time today, so I will not cover financial derivatives today. If you have any questions, you can ask. I hope this was good for you. This was useful. Purvesh, you are already there in the community. We will announce the boot camp in the community. Last 3 years we have been doing. This year also we will do. Okay, it's a 2-day boot camp. 99 rupees charge. Certification program. Basically, we do these boot camps so that you don't have to go out to do courses on these. जहां कोर्स का जरूरत है वहां मैं बताऊंगा आपको कोर्स ही चाहिए, लेकिन जहां कोर्स नहीं चाहिए जैसे इन्वेस्टमेंट बैंकिंग, फिनटेक एक्सेट्रा, यू डोंट नीड अ कोर्स. Only boot camps is sufficient. So guys, thank you for listening. Okay. No, I am not. I won't be able to summarize on derivatives very quickly. कल करते हैं वो. Rohit is asking, can you tell me a good time to connect? Rohit, any time is okay to connect on WhatsApp. खाली कॉल करना हो तो मैं आपको टाइम बताऊंगा, अदरवाइज व्हाट्सएप पे आप कभी भी कनेक्ट कर सकते हो मेरे को. How to get into surveillance department of exchanges? आकाश, सर्वेलेंस डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ एक्सचेंज बहुत छोटा होता है. सारे सॉफ्टवेयर्स ने टेक ओवर कर लिए हैं. ओके, इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू गेट इन बिकॉज जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज आर वेरी रेयर. Okay, so unless you are very passionate about surveillance, please do not aim for this kind of a job. Bombay Stock Exchange surveillance department will only be 7 people. Okay, उसमें भी रिटायर होंगे तो ही लोग छोड़ेंगे या कहीं और जाएंगे तो. India has only 2 working exchanges. So imagine, the whole of India will have only 14, 15 people in surveillance of exchanges. Although it's a very interesting area. My suggestion is get into risk management if you're interested. Every brokerage, every exchange, every sell side institution, every buy side institution employs risk management people. Okay, and for that actually GARP is the best course. FRM, so financial risk manager with the Global Association of Risk Professionals. And if you're interested, our course in capital market is also very, very polished and very, very focused. Okay, it will help you understand exchanges in a lot of detail, and then we can extrapolate it to surveillance of exchanges. But the knowledge of exchange and brokerage is fundamental. Okay, that is what I'm trying to explain to you. For that, actually, our trading and advanced capital market course is the foundation to have, the best foundation. Okay, does investment banker need to be a risk manager? No, it's not needed at all. Risk management उनका अलग department होता है. They are not. Investment banking people are required to be sales people. वो याद रखना. So unless your personality is such, you cannot get into investment banking. Either you need to get into sales or you need to get into business modeling, valuation, etc. In which case you have to be an analyst and very mathematical. Guys, I hope this session was interesting. Chalo, let's log out. Thank you for participating.